It's on the floor, getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at their new home, Fiserv Forum. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at point guard. And for the Bucks, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for those who are tuning in for offensive fireworks, Doris might be a little disappointed in this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum passes to White. Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Tries again. A shot off that time. Giannis with some nice D. Kuzma outside. Back to Giannis. Prince outside. From deep, Giannis. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Celtics on offense. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lillard, the pass to Kuzma, shoots over Brown, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Prince, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Takes a 3. Prince's shot is good.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Now here is Holiday. Outside, White. Pulls it from 20. Giannis grabs the miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Lopez finds Prince. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
There's Brown with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 5 points so far.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Kuzma against Brown. The layup off target. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Kuzma. No good on the shot. Good D by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Lillard driving to the basket. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's White. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Kuzma. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Just soft touch in the mid-range right there by Kyle Kuzma. Just accepting what the defense is willing to concede.
White wide open. He fires. Rebound, Milwaukee. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Back to Kuzma. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here is Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
The Celtics with the lead. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And the Bucks, they're shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Trent can't hit.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Tatum down low, defended by Portis. Tatum with the screen on Porter. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Portis a screen on Craig. Giannis against Craig. Horford with the rebound. Boston shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. The Bucks train. There's Green with the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Taurean Prince comes in for Green. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And here's Tatum for three. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. And that one's good by Porter.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. He can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got 5 rebounds tonight. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Porzingis can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Prince finds Porter. Now here's Giannis. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Pritchard. Trying to end the drought. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. Lopez outside. Now, Antetokounmpo from deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. To the inside. Here's Tatum. No good. That would have tied it. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
A 3 from Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Brown against Prince. And finished off by Brown.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. How do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Let's get an update on Torrey Craig. David, what's the status?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. His day is over, and it looks like he's going to be out for a number of games. It's tough news for this team to process. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now here's Lopez. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Lillard. No good that time. Good D by Holiday. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Tries from 16. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
A three from Porzingis. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Austin shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Holiday. And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doris, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Porzingis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 9. Giannis outside. At the elbow, it's Lillard. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for the bandstand. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your move. Keep it going. Somebody
quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Tatum. Offensive rebound, Celtics. They shoot again. Porzingis can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Lillard misses.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Tatum with it. Down low. Left side, Porzingis. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 9. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, a screen on Brown. Now Lillard. Trent outside. Lopez sets a screen for Trent. And the Bucks miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Screen by Porzingis. Pritchard. A three-pointer, no good. Tatum against Giannis. Using his size, Giannis.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Tatum with it from deep. 3-point. He beat the buzzer.
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 10. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 10-point game. On the floor for Boston. Tatum and Horford man the post position. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Trent outside. There's Green with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boston leading by 7. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. From downtown. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Giannis. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Giannis passes to Green. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. About 1.5 minutes through the 4th quarter now. Pass to Shireman. Tatum against Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks trail by 4. Now here's Antetokounmpo. On deep, Trent. And Horford pulls it down. Tatum passes to Pritchard. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Trent. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and Lillard subbed in for Porter. The free throw drops for Trent.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Trent. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And Holiday kicks to White. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Right now they're on a 9-0 run. Kuzma outside. Lillard outside. To take the lead. That shot no good. Holiday with the defensive effort. Here's Brown. The rebound by the Bucks. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. Giannis outside. And the Bucks miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Tatum no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Now Tatum. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Nice open look, but it's no good. And the Bucks with possession. 11 unanswered points for him. Here's Giannis. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo. One shot.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. great fourth.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Out to the right wing. Porzingis with a screen on Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Prince. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Boston now. Outside Holiday. Here's White. It's in! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kuzma rebounded by the Celtics.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Porzingis inside. Lopez is there. Tatum with a screen on Prince. Here's Holiday. Got it!
A fearless shot there by Holiday. With the whole team counting on him, he is able to come through.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise! It's t-shirt time! Let's go!
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lopez, a screen on Tatum. Ooh, offline. And And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen.